Good morning, first year, and welcome to the 7th Bertha Park English Department Distance Learning lesson. So just as a reminder, we're focusing on the RUI assessment and informative writing. Last week we did a RUI assessment, so I'm going to give you a little break from RUI this week because I think you've had enough of it for a while. Instead, we're just going to focus on biography writing. Next week we'll look at language and register, and then finally we'll look at writing a biography. First of all though, I want you to play another Johnny Grammar word challenge. Please make sure that you are logging your score, and where it says game, that's where you write the name of the game. So this week's game is irregular verbs. I want you to write that in there in your distance learning section and carry on with the score. So pause the video just now and get on with that. Now we're going to move on to our main lesson, which is an introduction to biography writing and research skills. So first of all, biography writing then. What is a biography? Well, it's non-fiction, which is exactly like your personal writing was. However, this time you're writing all the different facts and information about another person. You tend to focus on their life in chronological order, so you start when they're in their childhood and you work your way up to them now. But they're not always written like that, but we're just going to focus on that order. It is usually an essay, but you can use headings if you want to, and you could also use pictures if you want to. Topic sentences are also really useful. And remember, if you're not sure about topic sentences, go back, watch last week's lesson. Because we're going into our virtual sports day, I thought it would be really good if you focused on a sports person for your biography. So the first thing I want you to do is to choose your person, okay? What I would like you to do, if you're stuck, is to go onto Teams in the distance learning section. Ask who everyone else is choosing. You might want to have something totally different from everyone else, which would be great, okay? I then want you to go into your page in OneNote that's called Sports Biography Research, and I want you to write down 5 headings. The first 2 I've given for you. One is early life, then sporting achievements, and then I want you to come up with 3 other headings for your person. So pause the video just now, go to the Sports Biography Research page in your OneNote. It's a blank page, and I want you to start by writing the name of your person and then your 5 headings. Right, I'm going to show you a short video all about research your topic. I warn you, it's loud. You might want to turn down your volume for this bit, okay?
Hi first year, I'm just going to quickly show you how I want you to do your research. You'll notice in your OneNote you'll have a page that says Sports Biography Research. You should have your headings, and I want you to type your headings into this page. So just for quickness, I'm just going to type in one. So I'm going to type in sporting achievements, okay? And even before that, actually, what would be useful is if you also typed in the person you're going to do. So I've decided that my person is going to be Jessica Ennis Hill. Okay, so I'm just putting down one heading. I want you to put down all 5, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to skim for information on the internet, okay? So rather than just Googling Jessica Ennis Hill, I'm using these headings to help me become more focused, okay? So I'm going to go into Safari and I'm looking up Jessica Ennis. Lost my way. Hill. Sporting, there it is there, sporting achievements, okay? Because that's what I'm interested in, right? I'm going to look for, there we go, look, we've got BBC, okay? They tend to be quite a trustworthy source when it comes to just getting facts about sports personalities. And I am just going to skim read. So it mentions Olympics, World Championships, and it mentions winning this award for sports personality. Ideal. Now, I'm not going to spend forever reading all of this and then handwriting or something to make sure that I've put things into my own words. I'm going to do it much more quickly. I've skim read it. I'm happy with this article. So I'm just going to press down with my finger so that I can get to the copy bit. I'm going to press copy. I'm going to go back into my page under sporting achievements. I'm going to paste. Now, the most important part of this, however, is the second bit. You always have to make sure that you've got references to show where you found your information. So I'm going to go up to the bar at the top I've pressed down again. I'm going to hit copy. And then underneath here, paste. And then finally, I'm going to then use my scanning tools. That's where you scan for specific pieces of information. So if I go into draw and put on the highlighter, and then all I want is to highlight the information that I'm actually going to use in my biography. Right, so Olympic gold, London 2012, silver at Rio, third World Championship gold. And that's all I need. So that's all I'm going to use, okay? And then if I want more sporting achievements, I might go back, find another article, skim read it. If it's interesting, copy paste it into here with the reference and then highlight the bits of information I want. Once I feel like I've got enough facts for sporting achievements, I'll do the same for early life and then for the other 3 topics that you're going to choose. And that is how I want you to do your research.
Okay, so rather than doing a Word document assignment this week, that is going to be your assignment. I'll put all the informations up in assignment though, so don't worry. But all I want you to do is pick a sports person and do your research. And you could do that in the just now in this lesson between now and the Thursday tutorial, and then that would be it done. It wouldn't take up any more time, okay? Right, we're going back to look at poetry again, and I thought since you've done a lot of Scots, let's look at this poem called Kids Poem Bairn Sang. At the end of this lesson, we are going to have a discussion about this in our team's channels, okay? Kids Poem Bairn Sang. It was January, and a gey dreich day, the first day I went to school, so my mum hacked me up in my good navy blue nap coat with a red tartan hood, burled a scarf around my neck, put on my pixie and my pawkies, it was that bitter. Said, no, you'll no starve, gied me a wee kiss and a kid on skelton the bum, and sent me off across the playground to the place I'd learned to say it was January and a really dismal day, the first day I went to school, so my mother wrapped me up in my best navy blue top coat with the red tartan hood, twirled a scarf around my neck, pulled on my bobble hat and mittens, it was so bitterly cold, said now you won't freeze to death, gave me a little kiss and pretend slap on the bottom, and sent me off across the playground to the place I'd learned to forget to say it was January and a gey dreich day, the first day I went to the school, so my mum hacked me up in my good navy blue nap coat with the red tartan hood, burled a scarf around my neck, put on my pixie and my pawkies, it was that bitter. Oh, saying it was one thing, but when it came to writing it in black and white, the way it had to be said, was as if you were posh, grown up, male, English, and dead. So we're going to have a discussion about that right now that you've finished watching the video. Okay, bye.